saudara Bojan Hodak akan berpindah. Terima kasih atas kehadiran. Thank you for attending this PC. Agak awal, a bit early in the morning, tapi nampak kehadiran agak memberangsangkan. PC pada pagi ini sebenarnya adalah untuk mengumumkan bahawa kita punya head coach, saudara Bojan Hodak, akan berpindah ke kelab yang lain dan negara yang lain. Ya. Dan ini merupakan satu perpisahan yang amat menyedihkan. Tetapi pada masa yang sama, kita sangat berterima kasih kerana pada asalnya dia hanya menandatangani kontrak untuk bersama kita selama hanya setahun, tetapi setelah kita dapati bahawa kita ada sinerginya, dapat bekerjasama dengan baik, maka dia telah bersama dengan kita selama 3 tahun. Ya. He's been with us instead of just 1 year. He stayed on for 3 whole years. Dan dalam tempoh 3 tahun itu, ianya merupakan pencapaian yang teramat baik, ya, yang terbaik dalam sejarah lah, pasukan bola sepak Kuala Lumpur, di mana bukan sekadar kita memenangi Piala Malaysia dan layak ke final Piala FA baru-baru ini, tetapi kita telah melangkau hingga ke peringkat Asia, ya, di mana kita telah layak ke final Asia, dan ini telah dicapai di bawah kepimpinan Cik Bojan Hodak, yang telah memberikan kepada kami semualah satu prestasi dan budaya kerja dan budaya main yang profesional dan tinggi, dan kita amat sedih untuk melepaskannya, tetapi pada masa yang sama kita merasakan bahawa memang dia ingin menambahkan lagi pendedahannya, pengalamannya, ilmunya, pencapaiannya. He wants to get further exposure, he wants to get further experience in a different league, in a different environment, to get more knowledge and training and so on and so forth. Kerana sebagai seorang profesional, walaupun dia boleh kita katakan jurulatih yang terbaik, he's the best coach, tetapi dia masih mencari ruang-ruang untuk menambah baik kemampuan dan ilmu dan kefahaman diri sendiri. He's always looking to also improve himself lah, ya. Walaupun dia telah mencapai satu tahap prestasi yang sangat baik. Bagi saya, saya amat sangat terhutang budi pada dia, dan pencapaian Kuala Lumpur itu sudah pasti tidak akan tercapai tanpanya. Ya. Pada masa yang sama, pihak KLCTFC kita telah menentukan pengganti bagi saudara Bojan Hodak, yang merupakan rakannya daripada Croatia juga, yang telah bersamanya untuk beberapa tahun, ya, dan telah bersama kita sehingga peringkat AFC, dan telah sekarang ni berada di Saudi untuk mendapatkan pengalaman dan pendedahan, dan insya-Allah akan kembali untuk menggantikan Bojan bila dia pergi, ya. Bojan akan pergi mungkin dalam sehari dua ini, dan bila kita beritahu kepada players, mereka pun ada yang menangis, ada yang terus terduduk, ya, tak mau berlatih pagi ini, ya, kerana hubungan di antara coach dan player sangat rapat, ya. So coach pengganti adalah saudara Nenad, Nenad yang pernah bersama kita dan merupakan assistant kepada Bojan. Dia pergi ke Saudi pasal dia nak jadi head coach. Dia pula nak dapat pengalaman dan pendedahan, dan insya-Allah tak lama lagi dia akan balik untuk bersama dengan kita. Ya. So saya nak umumkan perkara ini. Kita tahu dia akan ke mana, tetapi pihak yang akan mengambilnya telah memohon supaya kita tak dedahkan, biar mereka sendiri umumkan. So permintaan pihak kelab yang Bojan akan sertai, the new club that Bojan is joining has requested for us not to mention who they are. They will announce it themselves. So saya rasa itulah yang nak saya sampaikan. Mungkin Stanley ataupun Bojan.
Let me.
Stanley first. Okay.
Firstly, I think words, perkataan tak boleh express lah apa yang telah berlaku dalam 3 tahun di bawah Bojan Hodak. Bila saya first time call dia 2020 untuk bawa dia ke kelab, kerana saya tidak mempunyai pilihan kedua ketiga itu, kerana saya tahu Bojan merupakan pilihan satu-satunya. Dan apabila kita menang Piala Malaysia 2021, AFC Cup merupakan an outstanding achievement, only second team in Malaysia to ever go to a cup final in the Asian continent. And of course this year was the toughest one. If you ask coach, I think he'll tell you, since last year December he's been telling me, bagi tahu saya bahawa Stanley, it's time. So nak simpan dia lagi 8 bulan tu, hari-hari lah kena bekerja. Dan apabila kita sampai ke final Piala FA, saya rasa dia gembira sebab sebab dia duduk 3 tahun 3 final, dan merupakan satu journey bersama Tuan Presiden, coach di bahagian leadership untuk bawa kelab kecil ke jadi gegasi di peringkat Asia dan juga di peringkat Malaysia. Back to back finals. It's hard to express, but I think satu saya perlu menyatakan, saya pernah menyatakan 2021 if Bojan goes, sebab 21 April dia dapat satu offer, saya dapat halang. Last year after AFC Cup dia dapat offer, dapat halang juga. Semuanya of course dengan bigger wages, bigger packages, tapi Bojan has never left because it's never been about the money. It's always been about what he can contribute to a club. Today again, the offer out there is obviously better, but it's not because of that he leaves. He leaves because he feels like the dressing room could do with a new voice, and he could do with a new challenge. That's the only reason, and I think he's done enormously well. Imagine if I told you in 2021 Bojan is coming, we're going to be in 3 finals. You'll take it. So I thank him. I thank for what he's been to the club. He leaves a legacy behind, a culture behind, a standard that, it's not an easy place to come and replace him. So bagi saya, itulah benda-benda yang mana-mana jurulatih terbaik ataupun management terbaik boleh tinggalkan. Thank you, Bojan.
Okay, I think that they said everything, so I don't need to talk much. This morning I chat with players. Stanley and YB knows about my decision long time ago, so this all was pre-planned. Pre-planned was replacement. Even this PC was planned. So I wish them all luck in the future. I think that I get some maximum from this team, and that somebody new with new energy need to come to the dressing room. So timing was good. Third final in 3 years. As Stanley said, I don't think that anybody in KL expect that we will reach this, especially last year AFC Cup final is something that not many teams, not only in Malaysia, not many teams in Asia can achieve something like that. With this budget, this squad, and one small club make the big name at the international level. So for me, this will be great memory, and wish all players, all coaches, all management good luck in the future. Any questions? Thank you very much. No questions. Let's go. No? This is what I want, positive shock. No, basically I had agreement with management. After AFC Cup final I have few offers, but none of the offers was what I want. So why to go somewhere if you are not satisfied? So we decide to stay, but I have agreement, that gentleman agreement, that they will let me go when I want. So replacement was prepared, and I think that after this FA Cup was some maximum that I get out of players. So now somebody else need to take the stick and continue.
And you make the decision after the final?
I made decision before final, but we didn't want only basically 3 people know about that.
And coach, we knowing that Spain have some problem, what is the reason?
You know, I don't think that problems are so big. Everybody in Malaysia, except top 6 clubs, everybody have small problems. So I don't think that this was anything that influenced my decision, because as I said, I planned this earlier, so the only thing timing was right now. If
How long do you take to make up the decision to consider?
48 hours. If Matko score, it will not be different.
Once you told the team, who cried the most?
They thought that it was prank first, so but it was not. Look, it's emotions are a part of the job, but for us in the dressing room we are professionals, so maybe they were surprised a little bit. You can see the faces, but I don't want to tell you who was in tears.
Why you choose Nenad as a successor?
Club choose, because if you remember 1.5 years ago there was story that maybe I'll take over national team, and this is where basically Nenad was prepared to go in. He was having some family issues for last 2 years, so if you remember he was on and off, so we talked to him and he accepted this. So I think that this is some similar style. Players know him. It will not be big shaking of the dressing room, so maybe the best option.
So coach, actually when you get the offer,
On Sunday.
48 hours, yeah?
Do you mind to give us a clue where do you go in the region? Malaysia, Thailand, or?
You need to be a little bit patient. You are like my wife, you know. She is also not patient. She wants immediately to know where is the club. Yeah,
Will you come back to Malaysia?
yeah, in Penang, my house. I must go there. Oh, to coach you, this one you never know. This one you need to have the crystal ball and or reading cards.
so good. After 3 seasons, especially this year is your 3rd season, you out. So what can you tell?
You know, average surviving, proper way surviving of the coaches in Asia on the bench is less than 1 year. So already I'm almost 3 years here, which is fantastic. Means that was very successful. Otherwise, I will not be here. And then, as I said, you know, in KL, I don't think anybody expect. To be honest, even I didn't expect that it will be so much success. Malaysia Cup, to win Malaysia Cup, you know, if you win Malaysia Cup after 30 years means that was very long time ago. And non-stop was Tan Sri Elias Omar until Khalid Samad, you know, for 30 years. But that time KL was like JDT today. So I think that to enter 3 finals, especially AFC again, I said, which is very difficult, was good time, good results. For such a small club, such a small budget, you have 7-8 teams in the league that have bigger budget. They don't win. They don't enter final at all. Yeah, definitely. I think that everybody. This is what also 2 of them said, that look, it was fantastic time. Will this happen again? You never know. Really, in football, everything's possible. I hope that some rich Arab guy will buy the club, and then maybe in the future.
Maybe Neno can bring one.
Ronaldo will be here. Yeah.
Coach, let's say this club has a big budget. Do you still make different decisions?
Maybe mungkin. Is it mungkin the word? Maybe. Maybe. But everything's if and maybe are two words in football that are difficult to explain.
I think it's the challenge. The challenge of taking up a new club. Yeah, he's done what he's achieved already for 3 years. He's already macam dah maximum lah kan. So he's looking for a new challenge.
Sometimes you need to change a little bit environment.
Not because of problems ke, gaduh dengan Stanley ke, gaduh dengan aku ke. Tak ada, there's no problem. He's been very happy walaupun kita bermacam-macam masalah, even though we have different kinds of financial problem ke apa, but he's been very happy with the team and he's been very happy being with
To be honest, one of the rare thing in KL was that if I go through messages, I think that in 3 years YB sent me 10 messages. Which I don't think you have any other chairman like that. Maybe that's the result. This is the reason why we have good result.
Yeah.
Coach, if others player will follow your move, how about that?
This one you need to ask them, not me.
Do you bring them? Who do you?
Depends of the budget, depends of the club, depends of the contracts.
Tak ada sebab from 2021 tadi yang saya rasa tak yang from 2021 apabila Bojan hadir has been a high profile coach, semua tahu sebelum dia hadir di KL pun, if you look at his CV, he's probably a coach that has had more finals than most football clubs here. Okay, so with coaches like that, you never know when the offer from where it's going to come, and that's been happening quite often. Ada je orang call saya, you call renewing Bojan, what is your plan Bojan mid-season, and of course they call him as well. So for me, I always had a plan B, which is Nenad Becina. 2021, I mentioned this. I think Bojan had an offer from Lion City Sailors in April of 2021. Kept him. We went on to win the Malaysia Cup, so it was a great decision. Last year, again, even this year, another final. So for coach, that's what it is. You want to have in big moments. So stability is there because Nenad has always been the person. If he went to national team, Nenad would have been the coach. So Nenad's gone, 6 months to Saudi, and I spoke to him as soon as Bojan said, after the final, Bojan just came to me and he said, "Stan, I'm done." Right after the final, right? Win or lose, that would have been the same answer. Because there's some coaches, they just have some things that we don't understand or we don't see, but they see it. And Nenad took it. He's always been ready. So he took the challenge and he said, yes, he'll without having, I don't think he had a second thought, coach. Yeah, I think I made him to make the call first. Say, coach, it would be nice for you to make the call. And then I made the call and Nenad said, yes, I'm coming. So there is this, I think there is respect towards the football culture that we have built at this football club. I think I rather let Bojan speak about that. Because I think coaches want to work in an environment that they are allowed to thrive. They are allowed to become better. I think what made this club, what coach was saying about a small club going to the second in Asia, I think he will tell you what does that mean. How does he get there?
Sebagai orang yang membawa masuk Bojan dalam KLFA, mungkin itu juga orang yang paling banyak komunikasi dengan dia. Even sampai kan orang kata KLFA overachieve hasilkan dengan kamu berdua. So kehilangan ni mungkin membuatkan KLFA takkan sama selepas ni.
Dalam, I rasa successful 3 years, memang susah nak kita letak satu comparison stat lepas ni, apa yang boleh berlaku. Tetapi saya rasa apa yang perlu dilihat adalah segi decision making yang sedang berlaku, peralihan ni. Memang peralihan besar. Kita tak nafikan benda tu. This is Bojan Hodak. Tetapi kita tidak datang sini, we are still, 3 days time we'll let you know who the coach is. We are still looking for the coach. Tengah ambil CV, tak. Itu tak berlaku. The minute coach was going to go, we had one conversation, coach, this is my head coach. My next head coach. I came to President and I said, I had this decision 2021, I had this decision 2022. He had a look. He said, there is synergy, there is a bit of continuity, there's a bridge between Bojan and Nenad. Let's make a decision. So saya merasakan dengan soalan tu, yang saya boleh letak dan taruhkan di sini adalah keputusan, decision making, big leadership decisions has to be very strong. You have to stand by it and you have to know what you're doing. Banyak klub, saya boleh nyatakan apabila kehilangan coach seperti Bojan, bukan mudah untuk replace. Tapi kita merasakan kita punya replacement yang terbaik. Apa yang boleh berlaku kita tak tahu. Saya tak menafikan result can go this way, because Bojan has set the standard so high. But the decision making has been so strong that we know exactly siapa yang akan masuk dan handle the dressing room. The players also know him. That is what Bojan was trying to say. There's no much shake in the dressing room. So apabila last year December, dia said, okay Stan, I'll stay. I said, coach, I'll stay. But when I feel that I have reached maximum capacity, you must have the respect to have a discussion with me if the time is right for me to go. So it's gentleman agreement, pemahaman. That's how I got him to stay for 3 years. Bila datang sini, Luka dengan Juni dah duduk kat Zagreb. I think coach you migrated in June or July 2020. Am I right? After PSM Makassar. Migrate tau. Dia migrate sebulan saya call dia. Say, Stanley, I just left the country completely. So to bring him, he said, okay, 1 year. Sebab he's without his wife and kids for the last 3 years. Diorang duduk kat Zagreb. So that's the sacrifice he's given. I must, with my president as well, we have that human side, and that's why he's been with us. I think you can ask him that better. Yeah, that's how this is coming about.
Ya, saya nak mention jugalah about Bojan kata dalam tempoh 3 tahun saya message dia hanya dalam 10 kali je. Kerana memang kita tak nak campur dalam soal pengurusan, dalam soal segala aspek yang teknikal dan profesional. We leave it to the professionals, we leave it to the coaches. Kita jangan ada agenda. Bila kita jadi presiden ke apa ke, ada agenda tersendiri, ada nak ini, nak itu, nak bawa pemain ini, nak bawa pemain itu. Even team player punya selection dan sebagainya, semua saya serah kepada dia orang. Biar let them do their job professionally tanpa kita campur tangan. Saya rasa banyak daripada pasukan bola sepak di negara kita ni terlalu banyak campur tangan oleh pihak-pihak yang tidak sepatutnya lah. Dan biar golongan yang profesional, the head coach, the CEO ke, technical director ke, apa ke, let them do their jobs and come up with the best team possible. Itulah saya rasa itu yang mampu saya lakukan, dan halang campur tangan pihak-pihak yang beragenda. Dulu memang saya terpaksa main peranan untuk blok orang. There were people who wanted to get involved, who wanted to make the decision. Ada yang mana yang saya boleh block, saya block. Ada yang terlepas. Ada juga yang seorang dua lah pemain yang terlepas yang dipaksa ke atas kita. Kita terpaksa terima juga, tetapi lepas tu stop. So I think that is the best role and contribution that I can make to the club. Don't get too involved. Let the professionals do their job.